So, a lot of our clients, who predominantly are subject matter experts, really don't think that Google Business Profile is important for their business. It's not something that they value. What do you think, Tricia? Should subject matter experts who typically don't necessarily win their clients online, should they worry about their Google Business Profile?
They absolutely do need to have a Google Business Profile, and they need to also worry about what it says. So, yes, absolutely. We're going to get into a lot of the details here in a few minutes, but the bottom line is yes, if they've got a clients in their area, they definitely need to have that Google Business Profile.
My name is Erika Dickstein, and I'm joined today by Tricia Clements with Your Biz Watchdog. And we're going to talk today about all things Google Business Profile and the value for subject matter expert businesses. So, Tricia, let's start with the basics. When we talk about Google Business Profile, what are we talking about?
Basically, it is a free tool that Google has and that a business can claim and allows them to update and edit and provide the information that shows about your business online on Google search and also Google Maps. Basically, when a customer searches for different types of businesses in Google search, and businesses will come up at the either at the top of the search or near the top, you'll see usually around 3 businesses and a map. That's the Google business profiles for those businesses. Then you can click more and see more businesses. So it is really important to have your business show up there. And businesses can go to business.google.com for that. Also, when you are searching online for a business and you see Google reviews, those are from their Google Business Profile. So if you don't have a profile, you're not going to have those reviews. And also, if you have a profile but you're not managing it and you're not asking for reviews, who knows what those reviews look like?
Awesome. Thank you. So, when people say Google Business Profile, is that similar or the same thing as Google My Business?
It is the same thing. Google rebranded a couple of years ago. So I've now, when it first happened, I was constantly saying Google My Business. I've gotten to transition over and say Google Business Profile, but they are one and the same, and Google rebranded.
So I thought that every once in a while I still hear Google My Business.
Yes, yes.
So, why does Google Business Profile matter for subject matter experts?
So basically, I want to start and give you an example. So I work with businesses in managing their Google Business Profile. I also help fix issues with it, whether their profiles, whether it's a suspension or they haven't claimed it and they need to claim it. So basically, a business came to me and they got all of their business from referrals. And at that point, all the businesses came in from referrals, word of mouth, and they had a really high close rate on those, turning those referrals into actual customers. Until one day they didn't. They noticed that their close rate started declining, and they could, what's happened? We're doing the same things, what's going on? So they did a little bit of research and realized that they had been ignoring their online presence and had not been asking for reviews. So when you Google their business name and do it what's called a branded search, actually type the business name in, there weren't good results because they had not been asking for reviews. They only had a few reviews and they were the handful of unhappy customers. So then basically, it was a good business, but they had a lot of happy customers because they had all the referrals, but they did not have access and had not claimed their Google Business Profile. So they had no clue how to go in and then ask for reviews to get those increased, better reviews so they would have a better online presence. So I helped them claim the profile and then work on that, optimize it, and start getting better reviews to improve their online presence so that when people Google their name, they don't just get a bunch of negative reviews, they're getting a mix and, mostly now the positive reviews. So it's really, really important to make sure that you've claimed that business profile.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think, one of the things that we sort of forget is that if we aren't, positive reviews, customers aren't necessarily thinking about leaving a positive review, right? Particularly
Yeah.
if you have a
And a lot of
long-term
times,
relationship.
you might have in your mind, that was such a good experience, I'm going to leave a review, and then you forget about it. But
Or
the ones that maybe the one here and there that has a negative, they're make sure they want to leave that review. So that's why, making sure you've got a review process in place to follow up asking for
yeah,
those reviews.
it's a great point. And I think also if you have, a lot of us in terms of subject matter experts also, right, the experience hasn't ended, right? You have a long-term relationship
Yes.
with somebody. And so you don't just think on a Tuesday, I'm going to write a review of my bookkeeper, right? Because
Yeah.
why?
Yes.
I'm in a relationship with them in an ongoing. So that's the kind of thing I would never, without being asked or prompted, leave that kind of review. But on the other hand, if the bookkeeper completely mucked up the books, right, got everything completely all a mess, et cetera, I pulled the account, then I am very motivated, as you said, to leave a review. So yeah, no,
Exactly.
it's such a great point.
Exactly. And I know, we're talking about this also, making sure that even if your client base that you have are a majority from referrals, you've got to have that visibility in search. So when I think about it, a lot of times, even if someone refers, like let's say Erika refers me to a business, I'm going to trust Erika, but I'm like, well, let me just see what's online because maybe Erika was the only one that had a good experience. Probably not. But what I'm saying is, most people nowadays are going to actually Google and look, even if they're a referral. So you've really got to make sure that what your business looks like, and check your online presence and make sure that what it looks like, and that you've got a positive presence. It leads to social proof and credibility. One of the things I say, go ahead and Google your business name and see what comes up. You could have a couple things. So one thing is you could have no Google business profile at all. And then you would simply see websites with your information listed. And, some people that are used to seeing that business profile, the knowledge panel there on the right of the screen, and might wonder, why is that not showing up? I actually had a business at one point that when I Googled their business name, a different business came up because the business did not have a Google business profile, and a similar business, Google's like, well, this must be who you're talking about.
Hmm.
So that's huge. That business might be getting a bunch of your potential customers. Also, if you haven't set up and got control of your Google business profile, sometimes if Google sees your business being talked about online, they will set it up for you, and it's just there. Or a customer might have want to leave a review, they can't find you, and Google makes it easy for people. Well, just go ahead and give us the information and leave your review. So you've got that profile there, and you haven't claimed it. So you could have a lot of problems from that. By not claiming it, someone else can claim it.
Oof,
That's where you run into really big problems.
that
Um,
that's muggy
Basically,
stuff.
yes, it really, really big problems. Basically, if you've got a profile out there and you haven't claimed it, there's some, nefarious characters out there, scammers. And basically what they want to do is they'll go ahead, claim your profile, act as your business, and maybe put their phone number in there. They might put their website in there. And here people think they're calling you, and they're actually calling this person, and it's most likely like a lead gen company, which is not allowed on Google business profiles. So, but that is hurting your business. It's taking away your potential customers, because even if it's a referral, even though they may have the information, they may Google you and see that and just hit call and call the number thinking they're getting you. So you
Mm.
really need to make sure that you've got control of your Google business profile.
Oof, such good points. So, what is the minimum that every small business, every subject matter expert
Sure.
organization should do?
So I'll give you kind of my top three things. The first thing is to either claim or set up your Google business profile, business.google.com. You also do need to check and make sure your business is eligible. There are Google guidelines that can walk you through that to make sure you're eligible for your Google business profile. Number two is to optimize and just fill out everything. All the questions in there about your business, complete that and fill that out. And then third, start asking for reviews. Those are my top three things. And then, of course, my bonus is Google your business name and see what comes up. So those are the top things.
Awesome. So let's recap what we're learning from this video, Tricia, is number one, you gotta control this Google business profile. If you don't, it's either not going to exist, which isn't good, or it's going to exist, but it's going to be completely untended.
Yes.
It sounds like, I mean, I think the thing that I typically think about when we talk about Google business profile is there aren't that many wins that you can make that are less expensive and as easy. I mean, granted, Google doesn't make anything easy,
Yes.
but it's relatively on a scale of difficulty, not that hard.
Yes. I would say that your Google business profile is one of your most important assets for your business. You get control of it and use it to get more customers. I would say that if you're a small business and you're looking at all the things that you need to do, obviously your website is up there and your Google business profile is as well. I would say that is in the top three things that you should focus on doing.
Awesome. Trisha, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a fascinating conversation.
You're welcome.
Tell
Thank you so much for
people, absolutely, tell people where they can find you.
Sure. You can go to my website is yourbizwatchdog.com and there's a place to contact me and schedule a consultation right there.
And for everybody watching this video, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please like the video. Please subscribe to our channel. We put out regular content that is fascinating, just like this. Not every week do we have two people with purple hair, but we try. We try to get as much purple hair on this channel as possible. And if you find yourself in need of help with Google Business Profile, but as a part of a larger marketing plan, get in touch with us, springinsight.com, and schedule a consultation. And we'd love to chat. Thanks to everybody.